It's an incredible feeling when a 21-year-old kid walks in your USO, grabs a handful of cookies and a cup of Gatorade. He's in a flak vest, a helmet, got his M16 slung over his shoulder, and he looks at you and sincerely says thank you. And it's the role reversal, because I'm saying thank you to him in just being there, because let's face it, without those people who are willing to take that oath and go to bad places to keep bad guys at bay, none of this exists. So the USO, in my mind, is at the tip of the spear as far as organizations that take care of service members. Without the USO, who would take care of them?
The 452nd Combat Support Hospital in Milwaukee deployed, and when they came back, the USO actually was there to give them some welcome home treats and stuff, because their plane came in so late at night and nobody else was there for them. So to me, that's important, because they came through Fort McCoy, Wisconsin, and then they got put on an airplane, a very small one, to fly them into Milwaukee. And the USO actually had, I believe it was like 15 people there. And to be a soldier to come home at like 1 o'clock in the morning and nobody be there kind of stinks, because I've been there. And to have even 15 people just saying thank you, welcome home, thank you, it's a huge thing for a soldier.
My son being a pilot, him being a helicopter pilot or a former pilot, he told me all about his family and about how hard it is just to miss them for long periods of time, and how kids change so much when they're deployed. You notice just being gone for 2 or 3 months, you notice changes.
So when you think about the military in comparison to the rest of the world, the civilian world, there's more pressure on the military members, pressure from being gone, pressure from, in some cases, having their life in danger. And the USO fills a need in stress relief, big time stress relief, and makes that a more doable job for the military members. Stress that the military members feel, the family members feel just as much, sometimes even more so. And providing that outlet for a stress relief, of having an activity, of just having a little bit of comfort. And it really comes when it matters most.
The new location up at Fort McCoy, that's huge, it's pivotal. When somebody's away from their family for 2 weeks, it's not like you're gone camping or something like that, and you just have the opportunity whenever to pick up a phone or a tablet or what have you, or when you're traveling on the road and just communicate with your family. You don't have that opportunity when you're in the field. A lot of times, especially even at Fort McCoy, there are areas where you just can't reach your family. But when you get back to the USO and that location that's there, and they have Wi-Fi or internet, and you're able to, Skype with your family or whatever the case may be, get to see that couple of minutes with your kids. It's just fantastic.
Douglas Martin, Specialist, National Guard. My job is an Allied Trade Specialist, which translates to a welder and machinist. I'm from Boyceville, Wisconsin. I have a wife, I have a 2-year-old daughter, and I'm expecting another kid soon.
Angela Loken Hopkins, National Guard Sergeant, and right into becoming an all-wheel mechanic, getting my hands dirty, turning wrenches all the time, and I love it every day of it.
My name's Emily Roshig, Specialist with the Army National Guard. I'm a fueler, so we do a lot of hands-on fueling. We fuel military vehicles, we fuel aircraft.
You see everything. You see the young guy come in who just wants to get on Facebook, and then you overhear the conversation, the dad talking to his son who's going to ride the school bus for the first time and he's afraid. The staff sergeant or the sergeant first class that's talking with his family members because their mom or dad is being put in a nursing home. And he's up at training, he can't be there to help. And our Wi-Fi, as silly as it sounds, is providing that link, and it's important. I've had unit commanders come up to me and say, "You're making a difference."
The most challenging thing about coming up to training here at Fort McCoy is being away from my family. It's really difficult being away from them.
Being away from home for a couple weeks, sometimes you forget, like I did today, to bring an extra book to read, and you get used to those comforts, and I was able to, stop in here and just grab a book, and it's just having those simple things to look forward to.
Even I got to the fob today, and I did not expect to see the USO here. And sure enough, they had root beer floats waiting, snacks, everything that you would find at a regular USO anywhere.
Joining the military is a stressful and impactful decision on the rest of your life and the rest of your family's lives as well. And for them to be able to provide that comfort and provide that arm around your shoulder that says, hey, you know what, I did it too. Thank you for your service. It's a privilege to serve. Never forget that. Here's a cup of coffee. And it's not what they do, it's how they do it.
And if it wouldn't have been for the USO event, Operation Christmas, there would have been no Christmas for these kids. And I'll be honest with you, I spent 3 years in the Marine Corps, but I teared up and I walked away because that was a very touching moment.
And there were people to take the kids for us while we went up into the shop area where there were a lot of toys laid out, and we got to pick out 5 gifts for each child, and they're going to wrap them up and bring them out to our car for us, so looking forward to it.
I was there with a soldier, another soldier that had passed away, and he had committed suicide. His aunt and uncle and his son were also there, and the USO was there. They had big signs. It was a great welcome home. So I was really excited to know that we have an organization like the USO that helps us even when we're away, when we're getting ready to get away, and when we come home. We really do appreciate the USO services and all that they do for the soldiers, because without them we would be a lot different. So I'm glad to have the support of the USO and all that they do for the service members.